we stand on guard for thee. God, keep our land glorious and free. Oh, Canada, we stand on guard for thee. Oh, Canada, we stand on guard for thee.
It's my honor to declare this convocation officially convened. Please take your seats and rest comfortably. Good afternoon, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome. My name is Robert Thirsk, and I am the Chancellor of the University of Calgary. It's my pleasure to declare convocation officially convened. As an astronaut, we always start off with a safety brief, so listen up. In the event of a fire alarm sounding, you will be instructed by myself or a designate to please remain seated while we investigate. If an evacuation is required, we ask that you follow the instructions of the ushers and the marshals and walk, not run, to the nearest stairwell and exit out of the building. There are exits located on the upper track level behind me on the north wall and also at the court level as well. And you can also enter the gymnasium on the upper running track level where you entered. I acknowledge the traditional territories of the people of the Treaty 7 region in southern Alberta, which includes the Blackfoot Confederacy, comprising the Siksika, Piikani, and Guyana First Nations, the Tsuut'ina First Nation, and the Stoney Nakoda, which include the Chiniki, Bearspaw, and Wesley First Nations. The city of Calgary is also home to Métis Nation of Alberta, Region 3. The University of Calgary is situated on land adjacent to where the Bow River meets the Elbow River. The traditional Blackfoot name for this site is Mohkinstsis, which we now call the City of Calgary. It's a pleasure to welcome today's graduates who sit before me, along with family and friends, to this convocation ceremony. University President and Vice Chancellor Dr. Elizabeth Cannon and I are pleased to welcome honorary degree recipient Peter Doherty, and Order of the University of Calgary recipient Sandra Riley. I'm also pleased to welcome Jill Wyatt, Chair of the University of Calgary Board of Governors, members of our Board of Governors, my colleagues, the university senators, members of the senior leadership team, Sagar Growal, Students' Union President, Britt Paris, Graduate Students Association President, other executive members of the Students' Union and the Graduate Students Association, and Mr. Dick Haskane, past board chair. And a warm welcome to our past honorary degree recipients, Doctors Jeff Cumming, Dick Haskane, Constant Hunt, Alan Markin, and Linda Taylor. And a welcome to our distinguished graduate, Renee Marks. Welcome to professors and staff from the Cummings School of Medicine, our Faculty of Law, Faculty of Nursing, Faculty of Veterinary Medicine, and Faculty of Graduate Studies. This is a day of celebration. We encourage you to share your joy and pride with us on social media. Use the Twitter handle @UCalgary, or you could even use mine @RobertThirsk. To family and friends, You're here celebrating with a mixture of pride, joy, and a sense of accomplishment. You've stood by your graduates over the course of their degree, offering words of encouragement, a voice of reason, and the occasional shoulder to cry on. Thanks to each of you for the love and support that you've given to our graduates. In fact, graduates, let's pause for a moment because what I just said is important. As you know, we're currently in the middle of the Stanley Cup Finals. One of the greatest traditions of hockey is that immediately after putting the puck in the net, the scorer will turn to the person who got the assist and will point to them so that everyone in the arena knows who set up the goal. This upholds the notion that hockey is a team sport. Well, post-secondary education is also a team sport. Graduates, do me a favor, look around and find your family and friends in the bleachers. In fact, graduates, stand up, please stand up, and point to those people who assisted you in graduating today. Wave and cheer, make some noise, show them you're grateful. Thank you, graduates. Have a seat. And yes, to our assembled graduates, congratulations. You are the University of Calgary's class of 2018. Woohoo! This is my last convocation as your Chancellor. A highlight of my term has been the privilege to meet you, students who wish to make our world a better place. This afternoon, as you graduate and move on to your next adventure in life, I'd like to pass on to you one final thought. I wish to share one last valuable lesson that I learned during my life, and that is to stay out of my comfort zone. What does it mean to stay out of one's comfort zone? I think you already know. For some of you, staying out of your comfort zone means staying up late for weeks and to prepare for your thesis defense. For others, it means working part-time jobs and volunteering in the community, all the while studying at university. And for others, it means venturing, for the sake of your education, to a new country with an unfamiliar language, culture, and values. For me, staying out of my comfort zone means launching to space atop 4 million pounds of explosive propellant, knowing that it could be the last thing that I ever do. The secret to success, in my experience, is boldness. Throughout my life, I've worked with gifted colleagues who shared a sense of daring. It was when we functioned at the limits of our capabilities that we flourished and our achievements were most meaningful. My best learning occurred when I was uncomfortable, training overseas for weeks at a time in a foreign language, or in survival training situations when I was hungry, tired, and edgy. The best decisions that I made in life often left me feeling uncertain and anxious. This may sound sadistic, but I wish for you the same. As you leave the University of Calgary, I encourage you to stay out of your comfort zone. Take on life challenges that are bigger than yourselves. Seek out coworkers, employers, and mentors who are drawn to grand, seemingly impossible challenges. Those are the people who will energize you, who will push you to be the best you can be. The world leaders of my era were remarkable. Martin Luther King Jr., Margaret Thatcher, Nelson Mandela, Sally Ride. Inspirational leaders who believe that we do things not because they're easy, but because they're hard. Who dreamed of things that never were and asked why not. Who boldly went where no one had gone before. Our nation today does not need risk-averse leaders who are fearful of failing. Society will never advance under their leadership. Rather, we need your bold leadership The challenges facing 21st century society are numerous and daunting. Equitable health care for all Canadians, earlier detection of cancer, healthy aging in place, and exploration of deep space. These and many other challenges will only be solved by those rare, bold leaders who are not only experienced and competent, but also willing to take risks. Be aware that by continually venturing out of our comfort zones, we will make mistakes. I have repeatedly failed in life. As a young astronaut, I amassed a rich catalog of failures during training that I later drew upon for success in space. Taking a bold approach means you will also be prone to making mistakes, more mistakes than those who pursue a safer, more conventional path in life. But failure is what has honed the skills of history's greatest leaders. If it ever becomes too much, call on us, your home university. Share your dilemmas with your former classmates or a respected professor who knows you well. Some of us have been there and done that, done something similar to what you will go through. Your university community and its programs are lifelong resources. Be bold, take on risk, embrace failure, pursue the impossible, avoid your comfort zone. What happens next in your life matters to us. We'll watch with pride as you make your mark in the world, and as alumni, you will always remain part of our University of Calgary family. We wish you continued success and happiness. I now invite President and Vice Chancellor Dr. Elizabeth Cameron to come forward and address Convocation.
Thank you, Chancellor Thirsk. Good afternoon, everyone. I'd like to join the Chancellor in welcoming our many distinguished guests, members of our Board of Governors, Senate, senior leadership team, student leaders, faculty and staff, honorary degree recipient Peter Doherty, Order of the University of Calgary recipient Sandra Riley, our distinguished graduate Renee Marks, benefactor of the Cumming School of Medicine Dr. Jeff Cumming. I'd also like to thank all of the friends and family here today to recognize this year's graduating class. And as our Chancellor noted, this is his last week of convocations as he finishes his term as Chancellor at the end of this month. Bob, I want to say on behalf of all of us, you've been an outstanding ambassador for the University of Calgary and our vision Eyes High over the past 4 years. Thank you for your dedication and leadership. Most importantly, I'd like to send a very special welcome to you, our graduates, as we celebrate this milestone in your lives. It took a lot of hard work and persistence to get to where you are today. You've faced new challenges and opportunities throughout your learning experience, and in response, you've grown personally, professionally, and intellectually. The last few years have been a time of true self-discovery, and each one of you is a better person as a result. At the same time that you can look back and feel proud of your accomplishments, you can also look forward to the many new opportunities that lie ahead. The same determination that helped you complete your degree will also help you excel in the years ahead of you. Together, you represent a generation unlike any other. You are creative, resourceful, and committed to helping others. Our university is tremendously proud to count you as part of our family. Congratulations to the class of 2018. Now, I'm joined on this stage by those who care deeply about excellence in learning. They're passionate about the quality of higher education, and they're dedicated to the success of our students. Please join me in thanking them. These are the faculty and staff of the University of Calgary, members of our board and senate, chancellors past and present, and community supporters. And thank you as well to our outgoing Dean of Nursing, Dr. Diane Tapp. Diane has served as Dean since 2007, and we appreciate her leadership and numerous contributions to her faculty. So for those on stage, please stand so we can thank you for your commitment to our university and our students. Thank you. Now, every convocation is a once-in-a-lifetime experience. And as president of the university, I consider it a great honor to preside over this tradition. I'm also inspired each and every year by the stories of students who have achieved the extraordinary during their time at our university. I'd like to share two such stories from this year's graduating class. Alina Stanchu is graduating today with her Bachelor of Nursing degree. 2 years ago, Alina suffered a serious climbing accident. She fell from a distance of 13 meters and sustained multiple fractures to her feet, legs, and back. At first, doctors were not sure if she would be able to walk again. Alina faced this situation with tremendous personal strength. Less than 1 year after the accident, she was able to return to school, completing a placement in occupational health and presenting at the Spinal Cord Injury Research Symposium this past fall. Alina is looking forward to a career in which she can continue helping others. Congratulations, Alina. The next story is of Greg Whiteside, who graduates today with his law degree. A few years ago, Greg helped launch the Health Justice Partnership between Student Legal Assistance and the Calgary Urban Project Society, or CUPS. The program supports people in need by providing legal advice for housing, family, and medical issues. It's the first of its kind in Western Canada, and Greg received the Dean Michael Wiley Social Responsibility Award in recognition of his leadership and service to the community. Greg is looking forward to his upcoming work with the Calgary law firm, where he will focus on environmental and regulatory law. Congratulations, Greg. These stories are just a few examples. There are so many others on our campus, and together they illustrate the incredible potential of our students. Given the right support and opportunity, you are capable of creating such a positive impact, whether it's leading social progress or starting a business or developing a new technology. Your contributions add up to a stronger, more resilient Calgary and a better world for all of us. Our commitment to you is to make sure that we're creating the foundation for your success right here on our campus. We're focusing on enriching the student experience through hands-on learning, research, and opportunities to engage entrepreneurial thinking. This focus is a key element of the Energized Eyes High strategy, and it's woven throughout our academic and research plans. And we're building great momentum towards these goals. Last May, we announced the launch of the Hunter Hub for Entrepreneurial Thinking. This was made possible by a gift of $40 million from Calgary's own Hunter family. Along with other philanthropic support, this gift has helped us surpass the $1 billion mark towards our Energize campaign for transformative teaching, learning, and research. The Hunter Hub's permanent home will be in the redeveloped McKimmie complex, and if you've been walking around campus today, you'll see that this project is well underway. This will support 500 new full-time students and enrich our student experience with centralized student services, new classrooms, and expanded study spaces. At the same time that we're enhancing the university in a physical sense, We're also looking at the social and personal aspects of our campus. Last fall, we launched our first Indigenous strategy, and it was an important step on our journey towards reconciliation, respect, and inclusion. We're delighted to have welcomed just last week our first Vice Provost Indigenous Engagement, Dr. Michael Hart, to champion and implement this strategy. Over the course of just 1 year, we have seen a 10% increase in the number of registrations from Indigenous students. We also saw recently an outstanding milestone in our second annual Giving Day. In just 24 hours, more than 1,200 donors contribute to enhancing the University of Calgary student experience by contributing over $960,000 towards student support. So graduates, this is our investment in you, and it's been worth it. In a few short moments, you'll cross the stage and join a network of over 173,000 alumni. These alum, like me and you, will enrich the community in so many ways. You have the talent, the education, and the energy to take you wherever you want to go, and I know it will be far. So on behalf of all of us at the University of Calgary, congratulations to each and every one of you, and please keep your eyes high. Thank you. I would ask Sandra Muir-Riley to please stand. The university draws its strength from its community, its students, its faculty, its staff, and alumni. The Order of the University of Calgary honors those within the university family who've brought great honor to this university. Sandra Riley is a deserving recipient of the Order. Sandra has devoted her career to teaching undergraduate and graduate nursing students at our university, as well as advancing nursing practice in the area of child and family health. Sandra received her Master of Education and Doctor of Education in Nursing from Teachers College, Columbia University. She joined our Faculty of Nursing in 1981 and taught the first class of graduate nursing students who rose to prominence as nursing leaders. In 1986, Sandra secured private and public funding to implement the first crisis nursery in Alberta. Her goal was to reduce stress and provide hope to families facing difficult circumstances. More than 30 years later, the Crisis Nursery has expanded to include 9 ancillary programs under the auspices of the Children's Cottage Society. Together, they have served over 64,000 infants and children. Sandra has received numerous honors, such as being named as one of 150 nurse innovators and champions for Canada, and receiving the Queen Elizabeth II Diamond Jubilee Medal, to name just a few. Her leadership in community health makes her an inspiration to our graduating students. Eminent Chancellor, I present to you Sandra Riley, a true citizen of the University of Calgary. I invite you to admit her as a member of the Order of the University of Calgary in recognition of her exemplary and distinguished service to the university.
Thank you for the wonderful picture with my grandson.
It is my great pleasure to now admit you as a member of the University of Calgary Order of Excellence. We're going to do a photo.
I would now like to introduce Patrick Finn, our university orator, who will deliver the citation for our honorary degree recipient.
Peter Doherty, please stand. One of the more popular and amusing medical TED Talks is called "What Veterinarians Know That Physicians Don't." It tells the story of a cardiologist's surprise upon learning how much veterinary medicine has advanced research in areas relevant to human medicine. 8 years before that cardiologist took the TED stage, Peter Doherty walked onto a stage to accept the Nobel Prize for research integrating veterinary and human medicine. Dr. Doherty's speech, also available online, describes that research, but begins by contextualizing his work in an historical discussion of science, medicine, research, viral infection, and the ability of scientists to confront the greatest threats to life. Good science is essential and requires extraordinary focus and commitment, but great science comes from those who understand the power of looking at the world and asking their own questions. As a beloved figure in the intellectual world, Dr. Peter C. Doherty could have retired knowing he has advanced human knowledge more than most scientists in history. Instead, he turned his attention to a new virus, the challenge to evidence-based approaches to addressing global challenges. The University of Calgary's motto invites us to lift up our eyes. By lifting up his eyes, Dr. Peter C. Doherty sees the whole world. As a result, his work has and continues to make the world a better place for all living creatures. Eminent Chancellor, I present to you Nobel laureate Dr. Peter C. Doherty, whose work in veterinary and human medicine saved countless lives, advanced human knowledge, and inspired young people around the world to take up the study of medicine on their own terms. His list of accomplishments is astonishing in breadth and depth, but also in its diversity. Awards in veterinary, human, and research medicine, pure and applied science, show him to be an expansive thinker. Awards in education, literature, and history remind us of the roots of integrative approaches to research. His way of working in science, medicine, and research shows us the beauty of an evidence-based life, fueled by an unrestrained dedication to the power of scientific inquiry. On behalf of the Senate and the University of Calgary, I invite you to invest him with the degree Doctor of Laws, honoris causa.
I admit you, Peter Charles Doherty, to the degree Doctor of Laws, honoris causa, and grant you all the rights and privileges, powers, and responsibilities pertaining to this degree. Congratulations.
Well, thanks for this great distinction. It's always risky asking aging Nobel Prize winners to talk because we never know when to shut up. I sat where you're sitting now more than 50 years ago, but I do remember one of my professors in the vet school posing the question, would you rather be vetted or doctored? Canadians and Australians have a certain common heritage. We both, the British colonial thing, you know, but I'd always thought of Canadians as a generally better class of people. I've worked with them a lot over the years. They're fairer, more decent, quiet sort of people. And at least that's what I thought until I happened to have the opportunity, I better watch my time actually, of being in Ottawa and sitting up in the gallery of your wonderful parliament at question time. And I can tell you, I've never seen a more undisciplined group of ruffians in my whole life. And our question time in Australia is really appalling. I mean, the lies and the abuse that flows back and forth. The difference is the speaker throws them out if they get too bad. Your speaker doesn't. I suspect it's to do with allowing your minor parties to vent a bit. But I mentioned this to a friend, and she said, but you've never been to an ice hockey game. Ah, right. And then I remembered, you know, one of the true delights, and sitting on a Canadian committee, I sat on the Gairdner committee in Toronto for a number of years. I may not get to my talk, actually, is first hearing the term, but he has good puck sense. I've never dared to introduce that into an Australian committee. I mean, I'm not sure what Australians would make of it. So the first thing to say at a graduation is congratulations. Congratulations to all you guys. I mean, you're all graduating, I think, into professional degrees of one sort or another. For some of you, you will have sat through other commencement addresses, and now you have to endure yet another one. I'd also like to congratulate the families and friends and significant others who supported you through all this. In some senses, they're the true heroes. Commencement addresses are probably one of the most totally forgettable forms of public speaking. The one I always loved growing up as I did in the town of Brisbane, which is, because of its sunny location and the fact it's full of Irish, is the melanoma capital of the world. But the commencement address that always spoke to me directly was one that was attributed to the American novelist Kurt Vonnegut Jr. And the whole theme of the address, which was supposedly given to MIT students, was use sunscreen. I thought that was extremely good advice, and looking at your rather extensive, shall we call them fields, I think it's good advice for Calgary too. The only problem is he never gave the address. It was just a spook. It was fake news. Didn't happen. My personal experience of being totally upstaged in a commencement address was at the Michigan State University, where I stood up and gave the usual pomposities. But I was getting an honorary degree at the same time as a wonderful woman, the novelist, poet, and singer, Black American activist Maya Angelou. Maya's no longer with us, but she was just a terrific human being. So I talked, but when Maya got up, she sang. Now I won't sing, but it was totally unforgettable. The world, of course, when I graduated from university was a very different place. There were only half as many people on the planet, and those people that were there lived much more modest lifestyles. Our levels of consumption have gone up enormously, and so at the same stage have our levels of depletion of resources and all the rest of it. We have economists that tell us we must aspire to never-ending growth. As a biomedical scientist, there's only one thing I think of when you talk about never-ending growth. It's called cancer. Cancers are very successful. They take you over, they use all your nutrition, they grow enormously, then they kill you. And in so doing, of course, they kill themselves. And there's a sort of a lesson there for a few CEOs and international guys. And so, anyway, it's an extraordinary time, actually. You could echo Charles Dickens in A Tale of Two Cities and say it's the best of times and the worst of times. We've seen extraordinary advances in the physical sciences and their application, communication, and all the rest of it, which, like every opportunity, has created many, many challenges. In my own field of medical science, wonderful advances. It really has been a tremendous. People no longer die of heart attacks at the age of 45. We're getting a lot of cancers on the run, tremendous new treatments, some using the sort of science that I was involved in earlier on. And so it goes on. Really fantastic. If you're in biomedical science and you're just graduating from medical school or with your PhD, don't think for a moment all the problems are solved. There's still an enormous amount of mileage in this. Another 50 years, I think, before we really work through a lot of the potential that we have out there. And things are happening very fast at the moment. Molecular science in general has immense application that still to be exploited in many ways. Micronutrient deficiency, calorie deficiency, drought resistance, and so forth. There are molecular solutions to those problems, though we have to persuade people in some countries to accept the technologies that go with them. We're also getting into all sorts of issues with water depletion. As you know, the Green Revolution, which began many, many decades ago, succeeded in solving the issue that the Club of Rome had identified of there being massive hunger and all the rest of it. But what happened along with that is it came at a cost. We've depleted a lot of the aquifers in places like the Punjab. You know, the same thing's been happening in California. Water qualities are issues and all the rest of it. So there are really major issues that need to be addressed, and a lot of those are going to fall on you guys because people like us are coming to the end of our era. There are really some wicked problems that we or the world or whatever it is has left you. Plastics everywhere, seabird numbers are down by half across the planet, water depletion, climate change, acid oceans, and of course we've seen all that play out recently in the damage that's being done to our major tropical reefs, including our wonderful Great Barrier Reef. Now, there are no certainties about where this is going. All we know is that it's going to continue, and it's going to continue to ramp up. So we need an enormous amount of skill and science and innovation and engineering out there to tackle these problems. It's not just, though, in the actual applications of science and the sort of things that I'm accustomed to. It's also, we need innovation in policy settings, in economic models, and we need politicians who will step up to the plate and actually lead. We need legal input. What really got the tobacco industry on the run was the big class action suits that happened in the United States. Things are happening. The Parliament of Wales, for instance, passed an act that requires that all legislation and all action, in fact, consider the well-being of future generations. It's called the Well-Being of Future Generations Act. We need that sort of thinking across the planet. What really needs to happen in human society, because we're faced with challenges we've never really faced before, is that we need to change the way we approach issues, and we need to change some of the things that we value, and value the things that are really so irreplaceable in our natural world and our environment. The other initiative is some parliaments have appointed an ombudsman for the future, which I think we could all think of ourselves in that way, as speaking up for what will work in the long term, what is sustainable, what's going to sustain life, what's going to provide high-quality lives for people on Earth. For the medical graduates, I don't need to mention the idea of duty of care, but that's the type of thinking I think that we all need to incorporate in the way we approach issues. Our duty of care to the community, to broader society, and to seeing that we have viable and prosperous futures for everyone. You've been trained to think in terms of evidence. That's what a university is about. And it's not, though, necessarily the way that everybody approaches the world. So one of the things you need to think about in your professional life is being an ambassador for an evidence-based view. You can speak out. Many of you will be prominent figures in the community because of the training and the positions that you will hold. You can speak out for that approach. Do it gently, don't tell people, show people, but speak out for an evidence-based view. Also, I always have in mind the statement by, we attribute to René Dubos, the microbiologist at the Rockefeller University, think globally, act locally. I could also quote Archbishop Desmond Tutu, who said, do a little bit of good where you are, It's those little bits of good that together can overwhelm the world. And I think that's very, very true. First of all, though, apart from being a communicator, what's required of you graduating from this great university is that you be a good professional, that you do your job, you know your stuff, and you really do it well. And there's nothing better that you can do for society than that. I would wish you all a terrific career, a great life, and never doubt that in thinking of the greater good, each and every one of us can make a difference. Thank you.
Thank you, Dr. Doherty, for your thoughts about the global problems we're facing today, as well as the skills, the innovations, and the evidence-based approach that we'll need to address them. I hope you do get to a hockey game someday. Rest assured that question period is much more vicious than ice hockey. You are an inspiration to our graduates and to our staff. Thank you very much.
Graduands, can you please stand? Eminent Chancellor, Madam President, on behalf of the faculties of the university, I present these graduands and those named in the Convocation program who are unable to be at the ceremony today, and I ask that they be pledged and admitted to the University of Calgary degrees that they have earned.
As a graduate of this university, you join a worldwide kinship of educated persons who have earned opportunities and responsibilities of leadership and service in their chosen communities. To recognize this affinity, we invite each graduate to stand and join with the thousands who have gone before in making the University of Calgary Graduates Pledge. The pledge is not an oath, but is a solemn expression of your intention to apply your learning and experience positively for the widest benefit. I invite all past graduates of the University of Calgary to support these newest alum by also standing and affirming a graduate's obligations and ideals. So if I could ask all past graduates to also stand, please. It is now my pleasure to introduce our distinguished graduate, Renee Marks, who will lead the graduate pledge. Renee is a double alumna from our university with a Bachelor of Arts degree and a law degree. Currently, she is the director of the regulatory management team at the Alberta Energy Regulator. Her experience includes appearing before all levels of court in Alberta, as well as the Supreme Court of Canada. Renee has volunteered in numerous roles at our university, including those with our Senate, the Students' Union Review Board, law student moots at the Faculty of Law, and the board of the Alumni Association. Renee also serves as chair of the Alumni Programs and Events Committee. Please join me in welcoming Renee Marks.
Thank you. Graduates, I will now lead you in the Graduate Pledge, which is on the inside back cover of your program. Please follow along and also read out loud. When we finish, you will all say along with me, "This is my pledge." As a graduate of the University of Calgary, wherever my life may take me, I will use my knowledge, experience, and skills to the best of my ability for the well-being of my communities and for the advancement of learning and the public good. I will conduct myself with honesty and integrity, taking responsibility for my actions and respecting the rights, opinions, and dignity of all peoples. I will maintain my competency and keep abreast of developments in my chosen field. I will strive to better my communities through good citizenship and active participation. I will be a loyal ambassador for my university and will seek to promote its welfare and maintain its reputation. I will honor all who have shared their knowledge with me and will in my turn share my knowledge and experience with those who enter my field or come under my direction. In all my dealings, I will endeavor to be known as a person of honor and repute, ever seeking to earn the peace of good conscience. This is my pledge.
By the authority of the statutes of Alberta, and upon the recommendation of our faculties, I admit you to the University of Calgary degrees you have earned and grant you all the rights and privileges, powers, and responsibilities pertaining to those degrees. Congratulations.
Good afternoon. My name is Robin Yates, and I'm the Senior Associate Dean of Faculty of Graduate Studies, and I'm honoured to be here on behalf of Dr. Lisa Young, Vice Provost and Dean of Graduate Studies. So while all graduate students registered with the Faculty of Graduate Studies, their scholarship, their research, teaching, and contributions to the community are done through the Faculty of Study. And so I'd like to join my colleagues in the faculties of Veterinary Medicine, Nursing, Law, and the Cummings School of Medicine to honour the recipients of graduate degrees here today. Eminent Chancellor, by authority of the Council of Graduate Studies, we have the honour to present the following graduates.
For the degree Doctor of Philosophy, Mana Mohammed Al-Shiri. Sarah Jane Anderson. Sarah Florence Barclay. Doctor of Medicine and Doctor of Philosophy and Kinesiology, combined program, Carolyn Kaposi. Doctor of Philosophy, Philip Cole Mers. Fatima Dirakshan. Vienna Maria Donny. For the Doctor of Philosophy in Neuroscience and Doctor of Medicine combined program, Michael Bradley Kehoe. For the Doctor of Philosophy in Biomedical Engineering and Doctor of Medicine, Ryan Thomas Lewinson. For the Doctor of Philosophy, Victoria Mosher. Heather Ann Paul. Jung Won Kim. For Doctor of Medicine and Doctor of Philosophy in Medical Science, Michael Augustine Poplowski. Doctor of Philosophy, Jeannie Kwok. Anne Madeline Tooley. Colin Ki Zhang. Jun Lin Jonathan Yang. Russell William Avramenko. Carolyn Susan Corbett. Daniela Maria Melendez Suarez. Donald Gordon Carruthers Denhoed. Elise Fisher. Marta Marchini. For the degree Master of Disability and Community Studies, Marilyn Gale Lewis. For the degree Master of Laws, Garima Garima. Sally Adeas Anurahu. Andrea Michelle Ryer. For the degree Master of Nursing, Leslie Erin Conlon. Debbie Annette Jones. Barbara Ann Latetta. Ophelia Magat. Cindy May Marie Schumlich. For the degree Master of Science, Rebecca Joy Delgarno. For the degree Masters of Veterinary Medical Sciences, Jessica Davis Unger. For the degree Master of Science, Sarah Lindsay Erickson. Timothy Jamie. Peter K. Anesh Mukesh Katani. Yoon Shin Lee. Brendan Cord Letheby. Henna Qureshi. Anne Marie Rogensack. Grazia Antonia Salvo. Eminent Chancellor, that is the graduating class of 2018 from the Faculty of Graduate Studies. Thank you.
Good afternoon. I bring greetings but regrets from Dr. John Meddings, who's the Dean of the Cumming Medical School. It makes this a more special day for me, however, as a representative of the school, as a teacher for some of you, and as a parent. I have the opportunity to tell you all how proud we are of you. I hope that you have been changed by your time in the Cumming Medical School and the University of Calgary. We know that what you have learned, the details, may well be forgotten, may well have already been forgotten, some of them, but you will never forget how to learn. And in that way, you have been irrevocably changed by your time with us. We have also been changed by your time with us. You have brought to us a diversity of experience and opinion, a willingness to explore, and an optimism that is balanced with the skepticism of being the first truly wired generation. You have generated new knowledge, you have touched the lives of patients and their families, and you have influenced more people than you know, and we thank you for that. Your potential leaves us breathless. We look forward to watching you take on the challenges that have already been recognized here today. We look forward to walking alongside you and to calling you our colleagues. For those of you who have graduated from the medical program, I would invite you to stand with me and read the Hippocratic Oath that you will find on page 8. For any other physicians who might be here amongst us, I would invite you to stand with us also. And I ask that you read along with me. Now, being admitted to the profession of medicine, I solemnly pledge to consecrate my life to the service of humanity. I will give respect and gratitude to my deserving teachers, and in my turn, I will teach and I will study. I will practice medicine with conscience and dignity. The health and life of my patient will be my first consideration. I will hold in confidence all that my patient confides in me. I will maintain the honor and the noble traditions of the medical profession. I will not permit consideration of race, religion, nationality, ideology, or social standing to intervene between my duty and my patient. I will maintain the utmost respect for human life. Even under threat, I will not use my knowledge contrary to the laws of humanity. These promises I make freely and upon my honor. Eminent Chancellor, by the authority of the Council of the Cumming School of Medicine, we have the honor to present the following graduates.
For the degree of Doctor of Medicine, Nilo Abdo, Lois Addo, Kike Lomo Akinbobola, Harjo Kaur Atwal, Zuruk Beg, Chanthandeep Kaur Bal, Jacqueline Ann Bobbin, Parveen Kaur Brar, Laura Ellen Byford Richardson, Lena Kadili, Sean McNeil Crooks, Marcus Edwin Cunningham, Joshua Adam Diane, Jenny Ding, Keo Mackenzie Farrington, Amina Fadai, Jansen Robert Frankie, Erica Elise Fridfrinson, Christopher David Green, Mackenzie Noel Grisdale, Thomas Jens Hermer, Sunny Chung Ming Ho, Kin Jenyi Jane, Ashley Aaron Jensen, Kenneth Kwong. Bon Lee Lam. Tyler Stephen Lamb. Azalea Rose Lendorf. Sime Amy Lee. David Aaron Alexander Lincoln. Michelle Ann McDonald. Emma Marie Maywissan. Sylvia Asose Mawoyo. Garrett Evan Moffat. Vikashni Nagesh. Gayatri Narendran. Matthew David Hager Pfaff. Dylan Joel Radomski. David Jeffrey Reading. Hamza Riaz. Erica Caitlin Russell. Dana Ahmed Saleh. Zaini Sarwar. Danusha Tajani Sena Rathna. Angela Lee Shamchuk. Noreen Singh, also receiving the Master of Science in Department of Study of Biological Sciences. Matthew Kent Smith. Chloe Solanki. Joelle Saint-Pierre. Abigail Marie Steinberg. Minjae Suk. Thomas Yuet Phi Tam. Danielle Nicole Tugis. Kirsten Ann Wilson. Kelsey Louise Marie Wittiuk. Tiffany Ewan.
For the degree Bachelor in Community Rehabilitation, Camila Stephanie Amestica. Morgan Boachi with distinction. Delaney Books with distinction. Cora Lorraine Brown. Nicole Elizabeth Buffy. Marta Catarina Carlucci with distinction. Colin Dennis Chambers. Rena Chauhan. Yolande Elizabeth Daly. Margaret Marie Davy. Leona Andrea Borja. Emma Grace Duffy. Kayla Michelle Ego. Alexandra Chanel Evans. Brittany Sue Fournier. Jamie Nicole Garine. Catherine Eileen Hall with distinction. Megan Nicole Hanna. Darcy Lynn Hayward. Deanne Hutchison. Amanda Chanel Kerr with distinction. Daye Lim. Danielle Kenyon Loyola. Kaylee Jane McCreary with distinction. Colleen Marie McCullough. Kathleen Joy McLaughlin. Cassandra Gillette McNutt with distinction. Danielle Sinclair Mellis. Era Claire Murphy with distinction. Teresa Nguyen. Jillian Diane Nozak. Teresa Pham. Darian Larry Pickett. Jacqueline Elizabeth Reinholtz. Sarosh Sawani. Allison Lee Walker with distinction. Shannon Louise Weber. Bethany Jeline Whittle. Jessie Ann Young with distinction. For the degree, Bachelor of Health Sciences Honors in Bioinformatics, Nicole Elizabeth Ewart, first class. Faizi Keshavar, first class. Simran Kaur Rai. Arisha Salman, first class. For the degree, Bachelor of Health Sciences Honors in Biomedical Sciences, Nathan Peter Bensler, first class. Jessica Kira Britton. Moss Bruton Joe, first class. Clement Chan, first class. John Keat Choi, first class. Sing-Won Choi, first class. Reed Albert Collins, first class. Jack Dew, first class. Rena Farr, first class. Caitlin Marie Goodhart, first class. Sid Gautam, first class. Jacob Gerald Granger, first class. Kahir Altaz Haji, first class. Lauren Audrey Ibert, first class. Heidi Alexandra Joyce, first class. Jeanan Kaiser, first class. Lubaba Khan, first class. Emily Mingli Ku, first class. Si Cheng Lee, first class. Lori Patricia Lee Glover, first class. Feng Yun Lee, first class. Tim Chi Lo, first class. Amit Krishan Monacha, first class. Manocha, apology. Alexander Joseph Matthews. Michael John Moraz, first class. Eden Bless Roxas Paitalunan, first class. Sarah Park, first class. Reggie Parika. Swellen Pinto, first class. For the degree, Kayla Diane Sage, first class. Sabrina Rose Salberg. Tina Sarkar. Vioma Shah, first class. Sam Shang, first class. Christian Sang. Shen Yen Tsuo, first class. Shenya Van, first class. Cara Vandermerve, first class. Yundi Wong, first class. Aaron Williams. Michael Peter Zeman, first class. For the degree, Bachelor of Health Sciences, Honors in Health and Society, Asala Jamil Alariki, first class. Andrea Jurkovic, first class. Kristen Adelaide Hamilton, first class. Sienna Rose Lavery, first class. Alicia Liang, first class. Destiny Marie Mand. Ali Mehmedovich, first class. Danny Nguyen. Megan Mercy Thomas, first class. Roselle Tremblay, first class. Melanie Miriam Varkey, who also earns today a Bachelor of Arts honors degree in economics with first class honors. Isabel Jasmine Everin. Eminent Chancellor, that is the graduating class of 2018 from the Cummings School of Medicine. Thank you.
My name is Ian Holloway, and it's my good fortune to be the Dean of Law. All around us are signs that the international and national orders are under strain. We've seen in recent times rises in nationalism and sectarianism and NIMBYism. And because of all of these things, the rule of law as we know it, the rule of law as we cherish it, is under strain of a kind that we haven't seen since the end of the Second World War. And that's why these women and men who are graduating today are so very important to all of us. For to them, we are entrusting a sacred trust and an onerous duty. And that is the guardianship of the rule of law, the thing that makes Canada one of the most desirable countries in all the world in which to live. We, all of us, owe them a tremendous debt of gratitude, and we owe them tremendous respect. And it is for that reason, Eminent Chancellor, that by the authority of the Council of the Faculty of Law, I say that I have the honor, the humbling honor, of presenting the following graduates.
For the degree of Juris Doctor, Grace Agelli. Benjamin James Allison. Megan Maxine Anderson. Stephen Armstrong, with distinction. Rafael Enrico Badiola. Fiona Louise Ballaton. Tiffany Elizabeth Bennett. Mihai Bechet. Sasha Lynn Best. Emma Jean Bodnarek. Henry James Carefoot. Brett Carlson. Marika Elena Cherkowski. Hannah Jane Chernos. Nicola Cooper. Matthew William Cunningham. Matthew Stewart Demaray. Kayla Dhaliwal. Vita Dos Santos. Parmita Eli Consori. Nicole Ann Fitzsimon. Emerson Anderson Frostad. Lauren Garvey. Breton Thomas Gaunt. Hussein Gandour. Britta Jones Graverson. Bal Graywall. Alexander John Grigg, also receiving a Master of Business Administration. James Martin Hackett. Dana Haig. Royce Lance Henning. Daniel Herman. Megan Alice Hiles. Stella Hema Bailey. Noah Hamelin Hodgson. Samantha Nicole Jobin. Emily Jane Cook. Lindsay Brianne Kevelstead. Jennifer Wendy Lebert. Tiger Lee. Kevin Paul Major Hansford, also receiving a Master of Business Administration. Geeth Makepeace, also receiving a Master of Business Administration. Catherine Isabel Martin. Amy Suzanne Matichuk. Aoife May Smith McManus. Kyle McMillan, also receiving Master of Business Administration. Ronberg Abel Mendoza. Daniel Mills. Catherine Julia Cecilia Moore. Mona Motamedi. Rose Marjorie Papa Sakerman. Parveen Kaur Parmar. Christina Leslie Roberts. Wajiha Satar. Kendall Ray Shilley. Max Stephen James Shaletto. Jill Shishkin. Natasha Sinote. Anand Soma. Paul Corbett Stelder. Jonathan Michael Tom. Teresa Lucy Watson. Vanessa Marie Zucchetto. Eminent Chancellor, that is the graduating class of 2018 from the Faculty of Law.
Good afternoon. My name is Diane Tapp, and it is my privilege to serve as the Dean of the Faculty of Nursing. Graduates, as your outgoing Dean and as a fellow alumna, This is a very special and memorable convocation to me. The nursing graduates who are about to cross this stage are joining the ranks of approximately 8,000 nursing alumni from the University of Calgary. Our nurses are renowned for their insistence on excellence and their courageous leadership. They are ready for the challenges that they will confront in the healthcare system, and you will be in good hands in their care. Graduates, I offer my sincere congratulations to each and every one of you, and I wish you every success for an exciting and rewarding nursing career. Eminent Chancellor, by the authority of the Council of the Faculty of Nursing, we have the honor to present the following graduates.
For the degree Bachelor of Nursing, Isabella Mackenzie Adams. Daniel Chimankpa Agoha. Yesong An. Rebecca Stephanie Helen Albrecht. Mary Joy Apostol. Stephen Joshua Ulep Aquino. Ashley Jane Arcurry. Laurel Alice Arpin. Morgan Kendall Atkinson. Mary Attia. Shelby Lynn Ogart. Lily Evelyn Bailey. Brianne Jane Barlow. Jasmine Sky Bartel with distinction. Celine Bacon. Kairu Bedell. Zoe Michelle Birch Gentles. Alicia Chantel. Kelsey Joy Brochu. Alicia Ashleen Brown. Jessica Amy Brown. Lisa Christine Budow. Amanda Marie Bull. Nina Castro Giovanni with distinction. Mika Beatrice Lau Kating. Sabrina Adriana Solari. Kathleen Mackenzie Shalong. Caitlin Victoria Chow. Leslie Tan Chow. Anurod Chowdhury. Courtney Catherine Cheknita. Megan Kelsey Cole. Jessica Lee Cranwell. Margaret Leanne Curzon. Megan Erin D'Souza with distinction. Kendra Lynn Dack. Jennifer Cassandra Dang. Courtney Ann Davis. Jessica Lynette DeBoer. Randeep Kaur Daliwal. Elizabeth Diane Dillabau. Jordan Lee Dixon. Amy Danielle Dunlop. Jackie Duong with distinction. Jessica Lee Edwards. Cara Excelsia Espedido. Danica Ray Fisher. Carlene Patricia Forsyth. Monica Friesen with distinction. Kelsey Marie Gardiash. Rana Jiha. Vida Afua Ghani. Matthew Peter Gertzen. Alexis Jade Goodman. Kirsten Grenier. Daniela Guidi. Isabella Goot. Marissa Haikar, with distinction. Nayef Abdul Ghafoor Hamoud. Ashley Harrison, with distinction. Megan Eliza Hurd. Nazra Hamed. Cassidy Joe Hillier. Rosanna Hindemith. Rochelle Rose Howard. Anna Shishen Hu. Danielle Lauren Huggett. Morgan Lee Hughes. Tiffany Hui. Linda Hine, with distinction. Julia Ann Janicki. Katie Elizabeth Jans. Kurt Gustav Jansen. Emma Sarah Jeffrey. Kristen Marie Jensen. Emily Rose Johnston. Vidya Cassie. Kiran Kehal. Alisa Kathleen Kerr. Veronica Evangeline Kayung. Sanya Khan. Dawn Kim. Michelle Dohi Kim. Amy Kim. Garke Alina Ko. Catherine Elise Cole. Danica Janelle Coles. Caitlin Elizabeth Kunish. Catherine Faye Ladaran. Margaret Camille Laliberte. Bryn Kennedy Languille. Gillian Lau. Sarah Ashley Lazar. Sylvia Lee. Amy Megan Leach. Arden Lemashuk. Namgyal Lamo. Erica Lee. Nelson Jiashun Liang. Tanya Vanessa Lowen. Valeria Lukomskaya, with distinction. James Liu. Megan Janet Lukeman, with distinction. Alicia Susan Lunds. Tara Lee Mandrick, with distinction. Karina Leonard Goul Manila. Ariel Bianca Manzano. Katie Catherine Marquez Aikipa. Morgan Lee Mars, with distinction. Alexandra McAdam. Mary Elizabeth McGillivray, with distinction. Tiffany Michelle McGrath. Krishna Paresh Mehta. Ricardo Alberto Menjivar, Courtney Marie Metheral, Nicole Catherine Meyer, with distinction. Victoria Kinga Michalik, Mark Minster, Hodo Abdewali Mohammed, Dawood Nasser, with distinction. Amy Lee Margaret Nelson, with distinction. Stephanie Patricia Nurnberg, Lynn No, Tien Nguyen, Chantel Elise Nairos, with distinction. Stephanie Marie O'Connell, Omerebere Omiagbusi, Damilola Zainab Ogundeji, Tuli Obi, Chi Azwomo Kays Onyewuchi, Kristen Osterling, Ji Yun Park, Jessica Palmer, Melissa Christine Perrier, Leah Alexandra Peterson, Alana Fan, Christine Fan, Sydney Claire Prop, Alison Sendel Reinhardt, with distinction. Anna Melissa Retuta, with distinction. Rachel Rebecca Riley, India Roba, Jessica Evelyn Revington, Laura Gillian Russell, Christine Sabado, Magdalene Jean Sakol, with distinction. Saska May Sangalang, Mark Sanger, Davneet Saran, Mona Marwan Sahan, Austin Sito, Yongchang Shao, Grant Richard Schulman, Maria Siddiqui, Sally Sleeman, Rihanna Sobe, Shanna May Sullivan, Zayan Somani, with distinction. Darby Taylor Spence, Lauren Rosemary Spees, Alina Stanchiu, Emma Nicola Strang, Athena Lumkwando Sumage, with distinction. Jordan Edward Sviatowski, Ryan Tam, Paige Elizabeth Thompson, Danielle Elizabeth Tilley, with distinction. Vanessa Maria Truong, Marianne Gail Mandamerva, Christy Van Gunst, Hannah Kirsten Van Tettering, Natalie Lauren Varodi, Caitlin Elizabeth Ann Wellwood, Megan Wanda Whitehead, Cassidy Noel Willis, Jacqueline Margaret Wilson. Jasmine Elizabeth Wong. Angela Wu. Lauren Holly Witzke. Jenny Roslyn Yee. Desmond Yu. Edith Young. Sophie Zhao. Nicole Zuban. Eminent Chancellor, that is the graduating class of 2018 from the Faculty of Nursing. Thank you.
Good afternoon. My name is Baljit Singh. I'm Dean of the Faculty of Veterinary Medicine at University of Calgary. I'm not sure what the Dean is supposed to say after a veterinarian with a Nobel Prize had spoken and laid out all the problems that we have in front of us. But I can say a few things about the education program at my faculty, which is really preparing the graduates and the veterinarians to tackle these very complex problems. These are the problems that go across animal, human, and the environmental health, and they link us to public policy and international trade in the area of food. And that's how we ensure food security, political stability, and the relationship of the animals with the human health and the environment. The class of 2018 that we are graduating today is well trained in the art of working together with the medical professionals, with environmental scientists, to make a beginning to figure out these very complex problems. So therefore, the program that we run is actually focused on solving these wicked and very complex issues that we face locally and also globally. With these words, I ask the class of 2018 to rise so that we can recite the veterinarian's oath, which is on page number 10 of the program. I also ask other veterinarians on the platform party to join us in reciting the oath. As a member of the veterinary medical profession, I solemnly swear that I will use my scientific knowledge and skills for the benefit of society. I will strive to promote animal health and welfare, relieve animal suffering, protect the health of the public and environment, and advance comparative medical knowledge. I will practice my profession conscientiously, with dignity, and in keeping with the principles of veterinary medical ethics. I will strive continuously to improve my professional knowledge and competence, and to maintain the highest professional and ethical standards for myself and the profession. With these words, Eminent Chancellor, by the authority of the Council of the Faculty of Veterinary Medicine, we have the honor to present the following graduates.
For the Doctor of Veterinary Medicine, Camille Lauren Adams. Marion Allison. Laura Armstrong. Amanda Lee Barche. Jacqueline Michelle Bowell. Clayton Dean Brandt. Aaron Don Denny. Lydia Dutoy. Sarah Gale. Alan Robert Glassman. Tracy Ho, Kelsey Kearns, Aaron Kologe. Sorry. Sarifa Lakdir, Jenna Lambert, Tara Katharina Landsbergen, Trina Lynn Maloney, Carling Matika, Laura Ann McKay, Tara Louise Murphy, Colin Bruce Nicholas, Molly Jane Patterson, Granier Pierce, Marcella Lee St. Louis, Carla Grace Stephenson, May Steinman, Becky Tees, Sarah Nicole Wells, Amelia Grace Whitelaw. Eminent Chancellor, that is the graduating class of 2018 from the Faculty of Veterinary Medicine. Thank you.
Graduates, we recognize your years of hard work and commitment to your studies and extracurricular activities. You've worked so hard, and we're very proud of all that you've accomplished. Congratulations.
We're now at the point in our ceremony where we select and honor graduates for special recognition. These are students who have excelled in their studies to the point that they're selected as a medal winner. And the details of the medals we're awarding today are located on page 11 of your convocation program. Eminent Chancellor, Madam President, it's my honor to present to you, the platform party, graduates, and everybody else assembled here today, the following medal winners. And the first one has a lot of them. The winner of the Lieutenant Governor's Gold Medal, the Governor General's Silver Medallions, the Cummings School of Medicine Gold Medal, and the Silver Medallion in Biomedical Sciences is Lori Lee Glover. Lori's research throughout her entire undergrad program, including her honors thesis, focused on identifying novel pathways regulating mitochondrial dynamics in order to better understand how mitochondrial dysfunction contributes to disease. Lori graduates today with her Bachelor of Health Science honors in bioinformatics and achieved a cumulative GPA of 4.0, which includes 29 A+ grades. I think that's a round of applause. While maintaining high academic standards, she also managed to volunteer with the Calgary Public Library Math Minds and Read With Me programs, participate on the executive for 2 University of Calgary clubs, mentorship for English and Origami Aid, and garden for a local hospice. Congratulations, Lori. The winner of the William A. McGilvery Gold Medal in Law is Stephen Armstrong. Stephen was born and raised in Winnipeg, Manitoba. Yay, Jets! He completed a Bachelor of Arts degrees in history at Mount Allison University prior to attending University of Calgary Law. While in law school, Stephen was editor for the Alberta Law Review, a teaching assistant for the Foundations in Justice course, and he volunteered with Stugel Legal Aid Assistance. He was also active in the faculty's mooting program. He received many class prizes and scholarships from the law school, including the Burnett, Duckworth, and Palmer LLP Scholarship. After graduation, he will work at the Court of Queen's Bench of Alberta and the Calgary law firm Borden Ladner Gervais before clerking for 1 year with Madame Justice Suzanne Cote of the Supreme Court of Canada. Congratulations to Stephen. The winner of the Faculty of Nursing Gold Medal is Danica Coles. Danica's passion is for perinatal nursing and providing education to families. She has started to work for the Labor and Delivery Unit in Medicine Hat with the goal of joining the More OB Core team. Danica is looking forward to applying and expanding her obstetrical knowledge to be able to support families better and plans to obtain her master's degree in nursing and potentially become a nursing instructor. Congratulations, Danica. The winner of the gold medal in veterinary medicine is Tara Landsbergen. No, we'll stay here too. Throughout her DVM training, she has shown a strong interest in veterinary medicine and was an active member of the Calgary Association of the Veterinary Students Equine Club. Tara will be making the move north to work in Fort McMurray, where she will be looking after small animal, equine, and bison patients. Tara's interests include small animal surgery, equine lameness, dentistry, and emergency. Congratulations, Tara. The winner of the silver medallion in bioinformatics is Nicole Ewert. The winner of the silver medallion in community rehabilitation studies is Era Murphy. And the winner of the Silver Medallion in Health and Society is Alicia Liang. Our final award today is the University of Calgary President's Award for Excellence in Student Leadership. We are fortunate to have two of the award recipients with us this afternoon. Established in 2008, the President's Award for Excellence in Student Leadership is the highest honor a graduating student can receive in recognition for combining excellent academic achievement with outstanding leadership on campus. Eminent Chancellor, President Cannon, I would like to present Rena Farr for a President's Award for Excellence in Student Leadership. Rena Farr is graduating today with a Bachelor of Health Sciences, first-class honors in Biomedical Sciences. She has contributed over 600 volunteer hours on campus, including her work as co-founder and chair of the Mental Health Alliance and co-president of the Mental Health Awareness Club. Having played the violin daily for over 17 years, Farr's musical achievements include 3 solo performances with the Calgary Philharmonic Orchestra and the prestigious role of the orchestra concertmaster for the University of Calgary's 50th anniversary concert. Committed to using her talents to help others, she has performed for elementary students at schools throughout Calgary and for patients and their families at Foothills Hospital. Graduates, colleagues, families and friends, please join me in congratulating Rena Farr, recipient of a President's Award for Excellence in Student Leadership. For our second recipient this afternoon, Eminent Chancellor, President Cannon, I would like to present Amy Lee for a President's Award for Excellence in Student Leadership. Amy Lee is graduating today with a Doctor of Medicine. Her passion for building healthy communities has touched many lives on campus and beyond. Working as a crisis line volunteer inspired her to co-found Outrun the Stigma, a mental health awareness initiative that now includes 3 cities and over 2,000 students. She also founded the Stress Center on Campus Club, which promotes early intervention in mental illness, and co-founded the Brainiacs Club to introduce children to neuroscience and other STEM topics. As a student clinician at a rural refugee clinic, she assisted physicians and helped refugees navigate the healthcare system. Graduates, colleagues, family and friends, please join me in congratulating Amy Lee, recipient of President's Award for Excellence in Student Leadership.
Ladies and gentlemen, families and friends who have come from far and wide, thank you for sharing the convocation ceremony with us today and supporting your graduates. What a pleasure it's been for us to see such accomplished graduates across the stage. They truly represent our future. Thank you to our esteemed faculties, the Cummings School of Medicine, the Faculty of Law, the Faculty of Nursing, the Faculty of Veterinary Medicine, and the Faculty of Graduate Studies. Congratulations to our honorary degree recipient, Dr. Peter Doherty, and to our Order of the University of Calgary recipient, Sandra Riley. Thank you to our orator, Patrick Finn, for your moving citation for Dr. Doherty. And congratulations again to all of our medal and award winners, Stephen, Nicole, Rena, Danica, Tara, Lori, Amy, Alicia, and Ari. Convocation wouldn't be the same if it weren't for music. So thank you to Alf Miller, our piper, our vocalist, Sherry West, and also to the Johnny Summers Quintet. This is a memorable convocation. How many times do you have a jazz quintet at your graduation? That is really something. A heartfelt thanks to all of my many colleagues who have worked relentlessly behind the scenes, our marshals and ushers, our staff and volunteers, to make this afternoon's convocation ceremony unfold so smoothly. To our 2018 graduates, we wish you fond memories of your time at the University of Calgary. Congratulations on a job well done. Best wishes in the future. Today is a day of celebration. Take photos with your family and friends, party hardy this evening, and cherish the memories that you've made along the way. You've done it. You're a University of Calgary graduate, a distinction you will carry with you for the rest of your life. I'm proud to be an alumnus and honored to now be associated with you as fellow alumni. I declare this convocation closed. Please stand for the departure of our processions.